Hello everyone. Today I'm with Mrs. Catherine Saint. I know you don't need much introduction to know her. She's my lovely wife and someone that is very special to me. So there are some things that has been bothering my mind, things that I've been seeing that is going on. So it has really been bothering me. That's why I brought her here today to ask her some certain things. If you look around, you see that the youths of nowadays, they are not like those days when we grew up. The way we lived our life, the things, I'm still a youth though, the things that we do while growing up, it's, how do I put it? It's like the generation, the millennial generation are really changing things. So I would like to ask her one or two things. She's a little bit camera shy, so you should forgive her. So what I like to say is this: I ask you before we start this recording that if there is one thing, one particular thing that you would like to um end in this world today, what would it be?
To end.
Yeah, that you,
The divorce rate.
okay, you don't like divorce rate in this world. So up to your own word, what do you think they are the causes of divorce? What are the things you think that increases divorce? Why is there much divorce?
Well, there are lots of things that leads or can cause divorce.
Okay,
One, family,
okay,
friends.
all right,
Trying to meet up
okay.
with other people.
Like comparing your life with
compare,
other
yes.
people and not being satisfied with what you have. Wow. And that is the truth because these days we are in the era of social media where people go to social media like Facebook or for instance they Instagram, then they watch their life and they use it to compare with the life of other people. uh, uh, and I noticed one thing, that on this social media everybody seems to be happy. So I wonder, if everyone is this happy, how come there are so many problems in the world today? So if you have any advice for women or single girls that are not yet married but want to get married, what will that advice be? Like young girls that are not married yet, what will your advice be?
My advice would be, one, who are you getting married to?
Okay,
What do you see in that person
okay,
that makes you want to settle down with him or her?
all right.
You know, are you really ready to settle down? Is another question.
Are you really ready to settle down? That is very powerful.
Many people get into marriage because I think I'm old enough.
Okay,
My friends are getting married,
all right.
or my family are pushing me. The pressure
Pressure.
in it. They don't really get married because they want to, and that is why once they get into marriage, you see many things begin to go wrong.
Yeah, I can relate to that. So they marry out of competition. Like, oh, my mates are all married, my friends are married, people are getting married, so I should get into the marriage.
And you see how it
Now,
looks like.
and there is this experience that people always think. Most people think that marriage is problem. Like when you marry, you're now a slave or something like that. But is that your experience? Like, how long have you been married now?
Been married for 4 years.
4 cool years
now.
plus. So now, what are your experience in marriage?
I've experienced a lot of good things.
Good.
I've really get to know what marriage is all about.
Okay. Okay.
The patience in it, the respect aspects. Doing, I'd like to sacrifice.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
To displease yourself, to please your partner.
Wow.
Just
excellent.
To make the marriage work out.
But I think it should be a thing of balance. Are you the only one that displeases yourself? Or
No.
it's on both sides, right?
It's on both sides. You may want to do this,
okay.
And you are not considering, okay, if I should do this, will my partner be happy or will it end well?
Okay.
So considering those things, you now say, okay, let me not do this. This may not end well, so you let it go. just to please a partner and to make the marriage go on.
Wow, excellent. Now, one other thing I would like to ask you: so many single ladies out there, they think that the moment they get married, everything is settled. Like the there won't be any problem again. That's the perspectives of some other ladies. So, what would you say to such ladies that
There is no marriage that is perfect.
there
It's
is
all
no marriage that is perfect? Wow.
depend on how you handle yours.
Okay.
Everyone has their own challenges. The way you relate with your partner matters a lot.
Okay.
If at the time they have a problem in your marriage and you're now taking it out to your friend or to your family, and this is what I'm going through, you end up getting a lot of wrong advices.
Wow.
from them.
Wow. In other words, what happens in your family should
To
remain.
remain in your family, you sort it out with your partner.
Wow. In other words, whatever that you and your partner cannot settle, no one can settle it. So I think this is a very big point there. Whatever that is going on in your family should remain within your family. You don't need to take it to the extended family, to the pastors, to no. You have to keep your family affair to your family. That is why you are family. But what about in the you know that it's not every relationship that is cool. There are some relationship where there is abuse. Some husbands are abusive to the wife, like they abuse them. It's not only when you beat your wife that you abuse her. Some husbands are abusive to their wife verbally, like they talk to them mannerlessly, carelessly, just talk to them as if no be God create them. So in such situation, what would be your advice to those women?
One, it depends on the kind of family they grow into.
Okay.
When they have an abusive parent, it's in them.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone should accept abuse in a
No one
relationship.
should accept it.
Okay.
There's a story I had of a woman
Okay.
having an abusive husband, comes back late, drunk, abusing her. And she's this church going type, being obedient to the wife and to the husband, being submissive to him.
Okay.
So there was a day she was supposed to go to a night vigil. And the husband was like, I don't want you to go anywhere. She insisted on going. So she prepared his dinner, kept it on the dining. Your food is there. She just stepped out of the door. That I'm going for night vigil. And the husband was like, he now locked the door. He said, once we leave this place, don't ever come back here.
Wow.
So making that statement, the door has been locked. She was still outside. So she sat down. She thought over it. She stayed back. She didn't go to the IVG. She could not enter the house back. She stayed at the corridor. So till daybreak, the husband opened the door and found her still there. So he was very surprised. He did not say anything. He opened the door and went inside back. So she entered inside, dropped her Bible,
Okay, I'm with you.
went inside, prepared breakfast, and kept on the dining for the husband. So when the husband came out, I saw everything. So he was like, he could not even say anything again. He was
Wow.
marveled.
Wow.
So that alone changed the husband.
Wow.
He no longer abused her, no longer talked to her. He allowed her to go to her church anywhere, anytime she wants to. So the way you relate in your
Matters
marriage
a lot.
lot.
I hope a lot of ladies will pick something from this. Like instead of her being aggressive or being disobedient, she now changed her husband by being more submissive. Wow. And this abuse that we're talking about is not only men that are abusive.
Women,
Some women
yes,
are
abuses to their husbands.
yeah. So I've seen a certain woman that he beats her husband up seriously, and sometimes it's verbally. She calls him all sorts of names. So and family is something that is ordained by God. Family is something that God Himself is the first institution that was established by God Himself in the beginning. So and the Word of God says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The foundation of every institution and organization, even a country, starts from family. It's family. So everything boils down to family. That's why you see a lot of things are coming up to see that the family are destroyed. So I truly appreciate your opinion. There is more that I would like to get from you, but I know you're a very busy woman, and stealing this time from you today is very important and very special. I truly appreciate.
I know once, let me round it up. There are, before getting into marriage, there are three ingredients of marriage.
Okay.
One, we have communication.
Okay. Very important.
Understanding.
Very important.
And respect.
Woo! I'm with you.
Like my husband always says, so if you're able to communicate with each other, you get to know this person very well. You understand this person better. And then respect comes in. Respect is not always falling to the woman alone.
Okay.
Both the men too.
It's reciprocal.
Respect your wife and your wife respect you in return. So there are many, if one respect comes in, there are things that you no longer put in the marriage. You let go of it.
It's true. You learn to respect each other and you learn to understand one another. Yeah. This is highly relieving. Thank you very much. You're highly welcome, Mrs. Catherine Saint.
Thank you very much.
God bless.